white supremacists. Canada has been open borders to everybody. Where's the white supremacy? Fuck you all!
Hi, this is Imtiaz Popat and welcome to Access TV. Joining me is Ana David, who represents Latinos in Action with the Coalition Against Bigotry-Pacific. And we held our annual march against racism and bigotry again at Thornton Park this year on March 24th. And like last year, we were interrupted by the Soldiers of Odin.
Okay, people, here they come. Please hold hands, keep them on the outside.
And the Vancouver police did nothing again like last year and just interrupted. So tell us what happened.
Well, I think, like you just said, it was a little bit of a repeat of the year before, and we were not surprised one bit. We know what to expect. We know that we're not protected by the VPD.
You're a communist in Canada, fucking standing up for the killing of fucking Christians!
And it's always the onus is on the organizers and the coalition and the groups and the people that show up, the families, to stay safe, which is really unfair. We're basically there to demonstrate and walk and say we're here together, you know, we don't want racism. And once again, the SOO, Soldiers of Odin, had their little group coming to just basically boycott everything we're doing. So they had their big Canadian flag one more time, and they were shouting and, you know, being interruptive, especially when the First Nations person was opening, which is very rude and very, very distressing to a lot of the organizers and the people that were at the front, because there was really nothing we could do.
Right.
Yeah.
So the peace bearers alerted us that they were there, and we created a circle.
My name is Ana David. I'm with Latinos in Action, and I'm here to introduce a few of our speakers. First up, we have Kelvin B.
Great strategy.
Right.
Great strategy.
And then they arrived, the soldiers were on, and they marched on, and they stayed there trying to intimidate us.
And interrupt. Yeah.
And interrupt. And we have that on videotape, that one of them was being very racist, being very anti-immigrant, and was trying to interrupt the circle.
Standing up for all the fucking
You're a
people
fucking
Fuck
piece
you.
of shit!
And the police just shoot him off and didn't arrest or do anything.
I think we held our ground really well, and the circle stayed a circle most of the time. And also the decision was taken at the beginning that if it was not safe, we were not going to walk. So that was sort of the reduction of the activity. We decided to stay our ground and be at the park only and not do the walk because it was just unsafe to do that.
It just wasn't safe. Yeah. And last year, when the Soldiers of Odin arrived, the police finally restrained them after people yelled at the police.
And after the bomb, the gas bomb.
After exactly, there was that. But then the police released them just as people were leaving, so they can harass them afterwards.
Immediately.
So and I guess that's why we didn't march, just for the safety of the people. But we were there for about an hour. We had diverse speakers.
Yes.
But the concern is why is the police not arresting these people or detaining them for people's safety when they're arresting people at Kinder Morgan and they're spying on and entrapping Muslims for acts of terrorism, when we know there's evidence that white supremacists are the biggest terrorist threat in North America.
Yes.
Yet the Vancouver police and other police forces across Canada are allowing them to grow and not stop them to do anything.
I think it's also important to note that the mayor of Vancouver was actually suggesting that we, the community, are the ones that have to put these people in check, and we, the community, are the people that have to face them and stop them. And what is the role of the mayor? And what is the role of the police in this case? And we really don't think that's fair to put the onus on us. So,
And I was really surprised that after last year, I didn't think that there'll be another repeat. And unfortunately, there was a repeat. And we stood our ground. It stopped raining in time for us to do a very strong. So we don't know what's going to happen, but I think we need to have a public inquiry as to why the police are allowing continuously to have these people march our streets in Vancouver and to be a threat and to intimidate, yet they spend millions of dollars spying on Muslims and entrapping them as terrorists, yet when we have these people, there's no political leadership on this issue at all.
Right.
Now, on the positive side, Anna, with the Latinos in Action, you're doing this festival, OneLove Westcoast Festival. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I think it's important to note that the Latin Summer Festival has been running since 2001 at Trout Lake, and that we last year started transitioning it out of Trout Lake and into a safer environment in a site where it's actually gated and there's security and there's no drinking. So the OneLove Westcoast Festival aims to gather the Afro, Latin, and reggae community, which is, who doesn't like that kind of music? Latin music and reggae music is all about love and unity, and we're going to keep on promoting that. And by the way, we have more of these photo sessions coming up, May and June, the first Sunday, and we're really excited about that.
Yeah, so it's a photo documentary exhibition called We Are Also
Canada. That's right.
And you can find out more information at the website latinsummerfestival.com.
Yeah.
Anna, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me again.
And thank you for watching Access Community Television.